For the second half of our natural selection simulation, we've had our three populations, or at this point, our two populations, blown because of a hurricane into these three different regions of the continent. So there's the first one we're looking at is the northeast, then there'll be the northwest, and then there'll be the southeast. So we're going to have to identify and select the characteristics of the environment in the northeast. The other two regions, the northwest and the southeast, will be determined for us. The sim will do that for us, but we're going to take a moment and craft the northeast environment ourselves. So for food, it says we may only spend 3 points. If you select some, it costs 1 point. If you select plentiful, it costs 2 points. When we've all done selecting the components of the environment, we're going to click continue. Like I said, the northwest and southeast environments will be created automatically by the simulation. So we have options for seeds. For food, there is seeds. So a short straight beak is best for seeds. Insects, where a long straight beak is best. Nectar, where a long and curved beak is best. We can choose how many predators there are, and we can choose the foliage color we would like as a predominant in our area. For example, if we had chosen to make an arid habitat, like a desert, we'd probably want to choose one of these two colors because there'd be a lot of sandy, rocky areas. If we wanted lush tropical rainforest foliage, we'd pick one of these two. Now, again, it's up to us, but it looks as though we are away from a mountain. So when it rains, it usually rains on one side or the other of the mountains. So I'm assuming our area should, I mean, again, it's up to you. We can pick whatever we wanted, but since we're not on either side of a major rain region, probably, we can probably assume that it would be a little bit more dry. It does appear that there are some rivers. So we should probably pick something either brown or yellow. So I'm going to go with brown. I'm going to go with, let's do something extreme and see what happens. Let's go with this color here. We're going to make this an arid type of area. So in an arid type of area, there's not going to be very many flowering plants where there are nectar, where you might find a lot of moisture. So we're going to go with insects and seeds. So there are probably, let's go with plenty of insects and some seeds. The predators let's go with some predators because let's make it a little bit more challenging for our birds and see some maybe more extreme examples of what's happening. All right, and it looks like we have used all of our food points. We've made a selection for predators. We've picked our foliage and continue. So the northwest and southeast were generated for us. It looks like the sim chose the midline color for the northwest, so it's more of a brown background. There are plenty of seeds, some insects, and some nectar flowers. There are no predators. This kind of sounds like utopia for a bird. In the southeast, there are no seeds, there are no insects, oof, and there are very few flowering plants. So the food is pretty scarce in the southeast, but there are also no predators. Mm. And the foliage is much darker green. So we're going to have quite a variety of, we're going to see a lot of changes happening, I hope.